The pledge today is by Isabel Trujillo, a student of Arupe Jesuit High School in Denver.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to
Mr. Randall, please call the roll.
Representatives Arndt. Becker J. Becker K. Beckman. Benavides. Bridges. Buck. Buckner. Carver. Catlin. Coleman. Covarrubias. Danielson. Escar. Everett. Representative Everett.
Representative Everett, excused. Oh, here he is.
Exum. Representative Exum.
Excused.
Foote. Representative Foote.
Representative Foote, excused.
Garnett. Garnett.
Excused.
Janal. Gray. Hamner. Hamner.
Excused.
Hanson. Herod.
And I'll keep it short. 2 minutes.
Hooten.
All right, thank you.
Humphrey. Jackson. Kennedy. Kraft Tharp. Landgraf.
Sorry.
Representative Landgraf.
Excused.
Lawrence. Lebsock. Lee. Leonard. Lewis. Excused.
Excused.
Liston.
Representative Landgraf is present. Representative
Montine.
Foote is present.
Representative Lontine. Lundeen. McKean. McLaughlin. Melton. Michelson Cheney. Mitch Bush. Navarro. Neville. Nordberg. Pabon. Pedersen. Rankin. Ransom. Rosenthal. Sane. Salazar. Sias. Singer. Thurlow. Valdez. Colorado's here. Van Winkle. Representative Van Winkle. Weissman. Willett. Williams. Wilson. Winter. Wist. Young. Madam Speaker.
Present. Representative Hamner is present. With 63 present and 2 excused, we do have a quorum. Representative Beckman.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move the reading of the Journal of Monday, January 23, 2017, be dispensed with and approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes. Announcements and introductions. Representative Kraft-Art.
Thank you, Madam Speaker and members. So tonight is the National Conference of State Legislators, NCSL, reception from 5:30 to 7 o'clock at the Brown Palace. And again, which night is that? That is tonight. Thank you.
Representative Lee.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Again, a reminder, colleagues, to sign up for the restorative justice presentation next Monday. Lunch and learn all about restorative justice and how we're transforming the criminal justice system in Colorado. It's a free lunch. It was this announcement yesterday. And if you can't go, have your aides come. Thank you. Thank you.
Representative Janal.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And this is for the Health Insurance and Environment Committee. We will have our first meeting this morning promptly after the floor adjourns in room 107 in the basement. We have one bill today on Dental Practice Act. So thanks.
Any further announcements and introductions? Representative Rosenthal, good morning.
Good morning, Madam Speaker, and it's an honor and a pleasure to serve with you.
It is an honor and pleasure to serve with you as well.
Thank you. So members, if I could have your attention, Madam.
Members, can we please have your attention?
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and members, thank you. This is actually the Chinese New Year is starting this weekend, and it's going to be the Year of the Rooster, and that means that people are going to be more polite this year and less stubborn, and they're going to have more tendency to complicate things. So I'm not going to make this complicated, but I do have a tribute to a constituent, and her name is Tarika Sefkin. Would you like to stand, please? And so Tarika, and actually her nonprofit, is also a constituent in my district. I'm not going to read this all, but I want you all to know about the wonderful work that they are doing, both in Colorado and particularly in rural areas. We just had a wonderful discussion about Cortez and about some of the efforts they're doing to help programs in that area, but also in China and Mexico and around the United States. So I wanted to commend and give a tribute to our wonderful constituent and organization and the wonderful work that they do. Thank you, Tarika. Thank you to the Nathan Yip Foundation, and Happy New Year. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Xie xie.
Thank you, Representative Rosenthal, and thank you to the Foundation for all the good work that you do. Representative Valdez.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and good morning. Good morning, members. This morning in the House, we have Colonel Robert McLaughlin and Randy Gradishar from Mount Carmel Center of Excellence here. Let's give them a hand, please.
Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, on your desk is your long-awaited invite. Sportsman's Caucus Thursday, high noon, downstairs. I bootlegged 200 hot dogs in the pickup coming up here, so we'll have them for you.
Any further announcements and introductions? Going once. Going twice. Seeing no further announcements and introductions, Representative Carver.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I request to be excused starting at 10:30 this morning for the rest of the day.
You're so excused. Representative Singer.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. House Public Health Care and Human Services will see you today at 1:30. The bills on your calendar will be the bills that we will be discussing. Once again, we'll see you today at 1:30.
Representative Kraft-Tharp.
Thank you. So thank you, members. I only need to talk to the members of the Joint Budget, or the Business Affairs and Labor Committee. Everyone else keep talking. So members of the Business Affairs and Labor Committee, we'll see you upon adjournment. We have a JBC briefing and fiscal notes and OLLS staff review. Bring your books that look like this. That would be at upon adjournment. You don't have to pay attention, Representative Melton. You're not part of the committee. We're meeting in 271. And then, because we enjoy each other so much, Business Affairs and Labor, we are meeting at 1:30 today, and we have our first bill, and we're very, very excited to welcome Representative Thurlow to hear House Bill 17-1058. That would be reporting requirements by TPA to the GA. That's in our regular room, LSBA. So Business Affairs and Labor, see ya. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Representative Kraft-Tharp. Representative Lee.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Joint Judiciary Committee meeting this upon adjournment to consider the Judicial Performance Commission, and then we have bills this afternoon. The land graph bill that was scheduled is off the calendar for this afternoon, and I'd also like to announce, if I may, recognize some people from the Mount Carmel Center in Colorado Springs, which is doing great work to help veterans get employed in housing, and included with them former Denver Bronco Randy Gradishar, if you'd like to stand.
Thank you for joining us today. Are there any further announcements or introductions? Going once. All right, Representative Carver, up for round two.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And simply to add my welcome to the words of Representative Lee, to Colonel Bob McLaughlin, his wonderful wife, Cindy, as commander at Fort
And Representative
Carson.
Carver, I'm going to get everybody's attention.
As
Members,
commander,
there are announcements and introductions in the well. Please take your conversations to the side or make it a little bit quieter. Representative Carver, please proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just want to recognize the extraordinary service of Colonel Bob McLaughlin, his really above and beyond care for his troops, his leadership at Fort Carson as a battalion commander. And then upon retirement, he and his wife, Cindy, I don't know if they rested a month before they immediately went to work helping our many, many veterans who were struggling in the El Paso County area, and headed up this finest in the nation Veterans Assistance Center, Mark Carmel Center of Excellence. The people there who take in veterans and their families with so many challenging issues, and the work they do for them is just magnificent. I know the staff there, they come and they bring that same dedication that they had in the military and uniform to now helping their federal veterans. So kudos, Colonel McLaughlin, and to your great staff. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your service. Any further announcements or introductions? Seeing none. Majority Leader Becker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the House stand in recess till 1:30 today.
Seeing no objection, the House will stand in recess until 1:30 today. adjourned.